Years ago when I picked up my first Element, I had P2646, aka terrible, oh so terrible Limp mode from the VTEC system in these Honda Elements. Well, I tried everything, new VTEC solenoid, screens, oil change, the whole 9 yards, right? I gave up for like 2 years, decided that I was just never gonna figure it out. Something was wrong with my car and whatever. Well, 2 years goes by and I'm still driving around dealing with this problem and I'm over it. So I decide to dig into it and see what I can find. Let me show you. What I found that day is such a common problem that 99% of Elements have either already dealt with or will deal with at some point. And that thing that I found is back here. Everybody says change the VTEC solenoid. Well, it's actually not usually the VTEC solenoid that's the problem. It's this connector. So we've got two connectors. We've got a black one here in the back, and then we've got this main one right here. This main connector, we have a little green grommet that is sort of like a rubberized material that just surrounds the wires. Well, that rubberized material decides that over 20 years, it's going to become brittle and crack and allow moisture intrusion issues. As you can tell right there in the center, there's a little bit of a wet spot. That is from moisture intrusion issues going down and seeping through the cracks of that grommet and into the pins of the connector. That moisture intrusion issue causes corrosion inside the pins and inside the connector. And of course, electrical and water and moisture and corrosion, they just don't mix. So what I found out was we need to get rid of this connector and replace it with something that doesn't allow moisture to get in there when that grommet goes bad. So we'll replace it with a brand new one with a brand new grommet, but we'll also cover it all. That way, when that grommet does decide to go bad, we can protect it and make sure that it is 100% waterproof. That way, moisture intrusion is not an issue. On this back connector, moisture intrusion really isn't an issue because the grommets are so small and it's just very uncommon. This one, as we can tell, if I pull this connector out, there is moisture and it looks like maybe some oil. So there's some oil in those pins, and this Element's already currently dealing with Limp mode issues. So that's why. And then if we look in the solenoid side, we can see some oh so nice moisture and corrosion, and that is why we deal with Limp mode. So if you're ever curious why your Element is in Limp mode, be sure to check that connector first before you do anything else that might cost you more money. We do, thankfully, supply the first ever waterproof VTEC pigtail manufactured for Honda Elements. They are super, super, super solid and highly recommend those. That's what this one's gonna get. That way we can get that check engine light off and it will pass inspection. So if you need one, you can find them at toasterparts.com under heavy duty VTEC pigtails. Get you one in your Element, even if you're not having problems yet, because at some point you might. All right, take care, guys.